It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Jane Pauley.
A few decades ago, a name rocked many a top 10 list, and now she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Kelefa Sanneh talks with music legend Chaka Khan.
Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan.
It was 1984, and the name Chaka Khan was on repeat all over the world. Did you know that intro was going to be so
Yes, I
iconic?
knew that was going to be because of death for me.
I Feel For You, written by Prince and featuring the rapper Melly Mel, shot up the charts. Everyone loved that intro, except maybe Khan herself.
I was embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
Yeah,
Why?
I didn't like anybody saying my name over it. I said, I got to live with this.
Earlier this month, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. So how much of your life have you spent backstage in arenas like this one?
Half of it.
Half of your life?
Half of my life.
Chaka Khan was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She performed at the ceremony with friends like Sia, her, and Common, though she's not eager to embark on a new tour. Are you able now to sort of take a breath and really enjoy the fact that so many people want to celebrate what you've done?
How about I can now sit back and look at some good movies and spend some time with my grandchildren, plant some flowers.
At age 70, she's certainly earned some time off. She built her legacy with a string of monster hits starting in the 1970s.
Sweet thing.
Classics like Sweet Thing,
Oh, you know everything.
Ain't Nobody,
Ain't nobody loves me better. That you love.
and Tell Me Something Good, written by Stevie Wonder.
Tell me something good.
There's this famous story where he comes in and he says, I've got a song that you guys might like, and he plays it, and you famously say,
Yeah, what else have you got? Yeah, it's only fair.
turns out he did have something else, a new song, which became Tell Me Something Good. Half a century later,
I'll still be singing
You'll
this
still be
friggin'
singing
frack
it.
song, yeah, right.
people won't let you leave the stage until they hear it.
That's true.
This is the story.
She was born Yvette Marie Stevens in Chicago. At 13, a Yoruba priest gave her an African name.
My name was Chaka Adune Adufe Yumuya Hodari Karifi. Khan came from my first husband, from India.
Wow. Well, it goes together well.
It does. It works better than Yvette Stevens.
Newly named for a warrior, Khan joined the Black Panther Party after becoming friends with Fred Hampton, one of its leaders. What was inspiring to you about that movement?
That it was correct and it was honest. And they were telling some truths.
There's a moment where, after an altercation with the police, you find yourself in possession of a police officer's gun.
And I made a decision.
Did it take you a while to
Took
figure
me a
this out?
second. Yeah.
And what did you do with the gun?
I threw it in Botany's Pond in Hyde Park.
She decided to focus on music, singing with the funk band Rufus and then on her own. Her first solo album from 1978 included a song that became an anthem. It was you really telling people, this is who I am.
Yeah, that was the message in the song.
By the 80s, Chaka Khan was a household name. And after the success of I Feel For You, she grew close with the guy who wrote it, Prince.
We both read the same stuff, and we talked a lot of philosophy, and then we decided we wanted to work together.
Come to my house.
In 1998, he helped write and produce her album Come to My House.
We did that whole CD in 2 weeks' time.
You create
I'd
the
give
music.
him the lyrics,
Huh.
and he'd come back the next night to the track.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Had you ever worked like that before?
Never. I was some kind of genius.
In 2016, Prince died at his home in Minnesota of an accidental drug overdose. Did you know that Prince was struggling toward the end of his life?
No, I did not.
Not at all.
No. I knew that he had some breaks, his hip and his ankles and all that stuff. But, I mean, at one point in my life, I was an avid druggie myself. You would think I could recognize that. But I just didn't. He's a very giving, loving, open, yet private person. And so I just had no clue.
Chaka Khan's own struggle with drug addiction lasted decades. You wrote in your memoir, whenever I started feeling stuff that I didn't want to feel, I got high.
That was one of the reasons I got high. I'm sure I enjoyed it as well at some point, to some extent, It was part of my life experience.
Right. And yet at the same time, you were so productive, making so much music.
Yeah.
So much great music.
Yeah. Cuckoo. How did I have 2 kids?
Right. When you look back, is there anything you regret from the many decades of your career?
Nothing.
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 Today, her songs are inspiring a new generation of listeners and performers.
I spit it to the wire, man.
After a car crash in 2002, Kanye West sampled a sped-up recording of Chaka Khan's song Through the Fire, calling his version Through the Wire. It was the single that launched his career.
Well, that was a very meaningful song.
Yeah.
He called me, and he still had his mouth wired. And after he told me about the horrific accident and all that, I said, well, of course, I'd be happy to be a part of that.
It's continuing. New generations are discovering your music and hearing it in a different way. Is that something that you care about?
Absolutely. It's my legacy. That's why I'm here.